So I just watched the FNAF movie with my friends, and I must say, it was absolute cinema. After my friends and I watched the movie, we talked about our thoughts regarding the movie, and we all agreed it was a good movie. It was an enjoyable experience. But after I came home, I hopped on the internet to see what people think of the movie. What is this? Why is this? How is this? I mean, I would be lying if I say that I didn't expect the movie to get low ratings, but not this low. Is only I and these other 5,000 people truly understand the masterpiece that is the FNAF movie? With the community being divided in different opinions, where some say it was absolute cinema, while others say it was the biggest flop of the year, I'm here to state the only opinion that truly matters. Mine. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Abby. Throughout my whole life, I never seen a dumber 11-year-old. In the first movie, she was somewhat smart. But in this movie, I think they tried to push Abby being friends with Toy Chica, that they just had to nerf her ability to think. Like her whole purpose of being in this movie was to make Mike chase after her and interact with the toy animatronics. I feel like she had less impact on the story in the second movie compared to the first. And you know what's even worse? Her brother! Is it me, or does Mike feel dumber in this movie? Like, I feel that Vanessa tried to communicate a lot of important things to Mike, but he was just like, well, I'm ready to move on, and I will just throw all these thoughts in a deep sea, and we'll never talk about it again. I think your sister might be in danger. Also, there was a lot of plot holes that weren't explained in the movie. Like the marionette controlling Toy Chica to befriend Abby. It was never shown in the movie how she found out about Abby. But turns out she can hear Abby talking through the fast talker. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that was shown in the movie. Also, why did Michael want to walk in his father's footsteps and wipe the whole town? We never had a proper explanation. He was just there to get knocked out or something, I don't know. And don't even get me started with the marionette. Her ability to possess people doesn't make sense. Like, does she gain more power from possessing people? At first, I thought she had to possess someone to move around. But apparently, she was inside Toy Chica all along. Her powers are all over the place. But at least they kept the music box as her only counter. And the reason why the marionette is evil, in the first scene of the movie, where we get the flashback of how the marionette got possessed by Charlie, and I feel like they didn't know what to do here. They wanted a reason to make the marionette the bad guy of the movie, but they couldn't come up with any good ideas, so they made adults ignore a screaming, crying child. And now she wants to wipe out the town of all parents. God, I wonder where they could have gotten a good background story for the marionette. What a mystery. I have no idea what's the point of Abby's teacher being mean to her. Like, he added nothing to the story. Did he just exist for Toy Chica to murder? Like, I think it would have made more sense if they went to the Freddy Festival with Toy Freddy and acted like they were cosplayers or something. And also, in the final fight, where they literally pull a FNAF 1 vs FNAF 2 animation, I want to know what was their actual plan. Like, if the OG animatronics didn't come to save the day. Like, instead of sending Vanessa alone to hunt down 4 animatronics, while Mike lives every kid's dream of playing FNAF 2 in real life, I don't know. Maybe you could have called the cops. Also, isn't Vanessa like a cop in the first movie? Didn't she make cop friends to help her or something? And I know what you're thinking. With all these bad things you said about the movie, how could you call it a masterpiece? Thought you would never ask. So let's put the Freddy mask on and watch the movie the way it was intended by a real FNAF fan. This movie wasn't made to have a complex story or teach us a life lesson. The whole point of the movie is fan service. Every FNAF fan has been dreaming about the day where we get to see Freddy on the big screen. And when it comes to achieving that, the movie absolutely delivered. Getting to see the weathered animatronics on the big screen was peak cinema, and I was hyped for every second of it. They even referenced the horror guy.
Oh, maybe not.
Balloon Boy got what he deserved. Yo, is that Shadow Bunny? I still wish that the movie was a bit more scary, but it had a good amount of jump scares. Like, I wouldn't put it in the horror category, I would just call it a scary movie if you're an 8-year-old. This is the true way the movie was meant to be watched. When the writing team worked on the story, they didn't think of how can they write a complex and interesting story. All they thought about was how many game references they can fit in 1 hour 44 minutes. And to be honest, that was the best thing about the movie. I feel like if the movie actually took itself seriously and focused more on writing an interesting story instead of just filling the movie with fan service, the movie would be less popular, especially with all the funny clips being posted by the community online, which is just free advertisement. To the people stealing the cutouts, message me. We can do some business. If I had to give a rating for the movie, I would give 2 different ratings. For me, a FNAF enjoyer since the first game, this movie is a 10 out of 10, reached my expectation, would watch it again. But if a friend asks me if I would recommend them the movie, I would ask them how much they love FNAF. If they say they're a big FNAF fan, I would recommend the movie and call it a 10 out of 10. If they just know about the games, but not really all the lore, I would probably tell them that the movie is a 4 or 5 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend the movie. Also, Markiplier wasn't in the movie, big disappointment. Is that Sans?
Wow, Mike, you're so cool. I think your sister might be.
Okay. Actually took itself seriously and ouch. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. A lot more content is coming up. Thank you all for watching the previous video. Thanks to everyone who dropped a like, everyone who watched it, everyone who commented, everyone who subbed. I love you all. More videos coming on the way, and I'll see you later.